welcome. I'm getting ready to attempt to do a reading. I tried to do one earlier and literally my throat just became just out of nowhere. I just couldn't speak. It's like something, I don't want to say grabbed my throat. I just couldn't speak. It just like it became sore and then like the words just wouldn't come out. So I don't know what that was. It's crazy. I'm not sick or anything. But let's see if the spirits are going to let me talk now. Maybe they just didn't like what I was saying earlier. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Please don't grab my throat anymore, spirits. All right, so let's start out with moon oracles and see what we see. Get a moon oracle message. And then we just had like the strawberry full moon. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. What would you like to share with the viewer? What do they need to know? What does the viewer need to know? Your highest advice, please. Ooh, they're slippery. Okay. All right. Oh, that's a nice message. Okay. 2. Okay. What does the viewer need to know, please? Huh. This is cool. Okay, this is a pretty good message. All right, so you are good enough, full moon in Virgo. You're very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous moon? I don't know if that's how you pronounce that. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon eclipse. All right, so those, at least 2 of those seem to be saying the same thing. So whatever you're doing, just keep your foot on the gas. Conclusions are coming and looks like maybe you're going to achieve your goal, whatever that goal may be. It could be love, it could be career, it could be whatever. I don't know. Let's do some quick love oracles just to see what comes out with for your romantic life. If you're concerned about that. If you're not, just feel free to disregard. Okay. All right. What would you like to share? That one just flew out immediately. Oh, one just flew out in my lap. Whoa, somebody's having a good time. Okay. What would you like to share with the viewer? Okay, and we'll do one more. Okay, so we've got ascending. I don't know if you can see that. Learning and expansion, transcending, preparing for union, new phase. So if you're dealing with someone or if you've just met someone, whatever the case may be, it looks like you are getting ready to level up with that person. And then we've also got partying. So some of you were just out there having a good time with friends, happily being single. Maybe you're just supremely unconcerned about a relationship, and that's fine too. Old school, so that's outdated thinking, replaying events in your head, and then teddy bear. So that's kind of an energy of like new love, somebody that's interested in you, a blooming romance, somebody that you're just flirting with and you want to date. So it looks like some people are just having a good time, and then some people are just starting out with a relationship, and then some people are in a relationship that is maybe about to transform into something with a little bit more commitment. All right, so that's looking good so far. So if your goal was to level up your relationship, it looks like some of you are going to be getting that. Okay, so let's just use my original. This is my very first tarot deck. I got the most basic, easiest one first. This is what I learned off of. Still learning. Oh my gosh, come on. Still terrible at shuffling. All right. Thank you, Spirit. What would you like to share with the viewer? Your highest advice, please. Whew. Okay, so we've got the 9 of Pentacles. So that is a card of abundance, of wealth. It also is a card of being happily single. So that's maybe that partying person or partying people. They're just feeling their fantasy, being single and having a good time by themselves. Okay. Oh, however, there's also a new beginning in love for somebody. Your cup is overflowing. You spend some time maybe in self-care, and now you filled up your cup and it's overflowing, and you're ready to fill someone else's cup. All right, what else would you like to share? Okay, we've got the Eight of Swords. So some people may be feeling trapped in their thoughts. Swords are thoughts. But even though, you're trapped in your own thoughts, you can see in the card, she's not completely surrounded. She can easily escape this. She has put herself in this position. So if this is you, if this is your energy, you have the ability to take that blindfold off and walk away. These swords are not completely surrounding you. So this is a prison of your own making, but you can get out of it. All right. And then we've also got the Four of Swords. So that's more thoughts. But this one is more of like a card of reflection, of resting. So some of you may be in a period of time where you just like taking some time to yourself to reflect and to rest. And then we've got the Five of Pentacles. So that is a card of feeling lost, of feeling kind of like out in the cold. So maybe you've had some kind of financial loss. Maybe you've had some kind of financial setback. What else would you like to share? Okay. See, I thought this might come out. So this is the Hermit. And I thought about this card when the Four of Swords came out, because this is a card, the Four of Swords is a card of reflection. This is a card of like isolation, but also reflection. But you're going inward and you're like looking for answers. So I felt like it was a distinct possibility that this might come out as well. Okay. What else would you like to share, please? Okay, so we've got the Nine of Wands. A lot of people refer to that as the wounded warrior. So that could be somebody who is been through, well, it is somebody who's been through some struggles. But they're still standing. They're still on their feet, even though they're battered and they're bruised. They're still standing, and they're still standing up for themselves. What else? Okay, and then we've got Temperance. So that's about timing. It's also about balance. So being that it's with the Four of Swords, maybe you do need to take that time to yourself to become more balanced, to bring things into balance. Maybe there's been something in your life that has been a bit chaotic, and what is best for you right now could be some time alone, Okay, now let's see. What is the potential outcome here? What is the potential outcome here? Oh, okay. So the Knight of Cups, you might be receiving a love offer. You might be receiving a message from someone who has romantic feelings for you. Maybe that's what your goal is. It's not going to be everybody's goal, but maybe that's some people's goal. And then you've got the Ten of Wands. So that's somebody that needs to put their burdens down. So maybe if you put down your burden, whatever it is that you've been worried about, whatever it is that's got you trapped, if you just kind of let that go, maybe you can make space for what you want to come into your life. Anything else? Okay, so more fives, the Five of Wands. So that's conflict. Clearly that's conflict. These little guys are just all fighting each other with those wands. So there's been some kind of conflict. Clearly there's been conflict because you got the Ten of Wands and you got the Five of Wands. And maybe that's why you need the time to yourself. You need to take a step back from whatever that conflict was. And maybe cut some things out of your life that are causing you too much stress and anxiety. Anything else? Okay. Justice. So this tells me that the situation that you're in right now, there is going to be justice for you. So things are going to come into balance with the Temperance, and the outcome is favorable. You're going to get a favorable outcome here. So that looks good. Let's see. Let's try some. Ooh, I haven't used these in a while. Let me check these out. These are the elemental oracles. Let's see what advice we can get from the elemental oracles. We'll just get a couple. I don't want to just be sitting here reading oracle cards. But I do like these. Okay, what would you like to share? What's your highest advice, please? What is your highest advice for the viewers? Okay, we've got air. So that's motion, fast motion. Anything else? Okay. Oh, and then we've got sun. Oh, these are beautiful. These are just lovely cards. Okay. That's 22. Okay, so air. I don't know if you can see this very well with this camera, but it's like the clouds are all horses and they're stampeding. Okay, so it says motion. Be flexible yet grounded. Allow yourself free thought. Move and choose. Find your freedom. Okay, so that's what this Eight of Swords, like she's bound, but she's bound by her own thoughts. And this card is saying, like, you know, allow yourself to get out. You know, remove yourself from those thoughts. Use your voice resourcefully. Stand up for what you believe in. Be mindful of the way you communicate. Okay, so always speak with intention. Maybe think about what you're going to say before you just blurt shit out. I need to actually take that advice myself because I don't do that. I'm the blurting shit out person. Okay, and then we've got the sun. Look how lovely. Be grateful for what you have right now. Every day brings new possibilities and opportunities. Concentrate on building your vitality and health. Shine a strong light upon the dark corners. Honesty and transparency are vital at this time. All right, so that's a great message, I think. Okay, so I think that's going to be it for me. So I hope this was helpful at all to you. If not, my bad. But I'll try harder. I don't know. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope to see you again.